Good morning, Borderlands. My name is Killer6, and today we're going to talk about television. And I'm going to talk about why I feel that we're kind of in a lucky period of time for television. There's a lot of really good shows on. There's a lot of really good shows coming up. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, back in my day, MASH was the best show ever, and we watched that. Well, good. I'm glad you liked MASH, and it was a really good show. However, I feel like there's a lot better shows, a lot better television in general nowadays. At the same time, there's a lot of reality TV, and that's not so good in my opinion. Hey, if you like reality TV, great for you. I just wish people would quit watching it so it would go away already. But for me, one of my favorite shows right now is Game of Thrones. A lot of people like that show. It either hooks you after basically the first few episodes of the first season, or you're just like, I don't want to watch this. This seems boring as hell. Well, it's not, and you kind of got to give it some time, but I can see how it's not for everybody too. So, one of the best TV shows in the last decade or so is Breaking Bad. For those of you who haven't seen Breaking Bad, just pause this video, or just let the video play. That way I still, get this view. But I'm just messing. No, just drop everything. Drop everything right now. If you're carrying a baby, okay, that's a bad example. Don't drop a baby. But whatever else you're doing right now, put it aside and find a way to watch Breaking Bad. I don't care how you do it. Don't get arrested. Don't do anything illegal, quote unquote illegal, to watch it. But you do what you gotta do. It's a good show, really good show. Another really good show from the last decade or so was The Wire. It might have been more than a decade ago now that I think about it. Was it in the late 90s that show came out? Or was it in the 2000s? God, I don't remember. That's how good my memory is anymore. But The Wire was like the best cop show that I've ever seen, personally. Maybe you guys have seen something better, like Car 54, Where Are You? Okay, that's a bad example. But no, The Wire, great show. Give it a shot. The Sopranos was really good until toward the end, and the final season, I just lost all interest. Another one like that was Lost. That was a really damn good show for a long time. There was a season there where they were like, all right, well, it's time to put some filler in because we don't want to end this show anytime soon. But the ending of that show was it was not great. It was not a great ending, in my opinion. Now, there's some people that say they love it, but, for me, they set up all these mysteries. They had the numbers, the 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Not that I was obsessed with the show or anything, but they had these numbers that, appeared everywhere. And then at the end, there's not really any explanation for them at all. It's just like, well, those were just numbers. It's like, well, motherfucker, you had those numbers appear everywhere. What the fuck? Some sort of explanation would have been freaking spectacular. But a couple of shows that are getting ready to come out, or at least I hope are getting ready to come out. One for sure is coming out, and it features an actor that was on The Wire, Michael K. Williams, who played Omar. Omar coming! And if you've seen The Wire, you'll get that, and you'll probably run and hide right now. But Hap and Leonard is it's gonna be a great show. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go into the synopsis and all that stuff because I'm really terrible at being like, oh, this is what's gonna happen in this show. But just trust me, Hap and Leonard are two of my favorite characters from novels in the last 20 years. And I'm really dating my age here a little bit, but Hap and Leonard, great characters. Looks to be a really awesome show. It's gonna be on IFC. They've already begun filming, so I know that one's pretty solid. Now, one that I'm not sure about, but I would love for it to happen, is Preacher. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of that too much because it's pretty controversial. And that's why I'm not so sure that it can get made, and especially get made by AMC. The rights to this show had been, I should say, the rights to this graphic novel. It was originally a comic book. The rights were originally picked up, I believe, by HBO, and then they were like, nah, this is too much for us. HBO. The guys that show rape in Game of Thrones, those guys. It was a bit extreme for them. So now AMC's got it, and I'm just like, how are they gonna do this? There's a character in the comic called Arseface, and I'm not gonna tell you why his name's Arseface, but it's the most appropriate name for a character. Oh god. And then there's Star, who's in the comic. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm just gonna say I love the comic. If your local library has any sort of like thing where you can get Preacher, now be warned, it is not for children. If you are under the age of 18 and you're watching this video, number one, why? Why are you watching my videos, man? I cuss and stuff. That's not cool. I try to be a good role model for the most part, but I do have bad language. It's just words, dude. But anyhow, if you're under the age of 18, don't read Preacher. Give it a couple of years. Wait till you're a little more mature and you can handle some of these, thematic elements. But let me know in the comments below. Anyhow, I'm rambling. What are the shows that you guys are watching? What are you looking forward to? Thank you for watching. Take care.